Ladies and gentlemen, there is a gift that every one of us has been given, one that is often ignored, neglected, or even wasted. That gift is you. You were not created to be an echo of the world, but a voice with a purpose. You were not placed on this earth to be distracted by the noise of others, but to focus on your own journey, your own assignment, and your own destiny. If you want to live a life of impact, you must master the power of focusing on yourself. Today, I want to share with you 3 key principles that will transform the way you live, work, and pursue your purpose. One of the greatest tragedies in life is when people spend their time trying to become someone else rather than discovering who they truly are. From the moment we are born, society begins to place labels on us. We are told what to believe, how to behave, and even what success should look like. The world will try to shape you, define you, and mold you into something that fits its standards, but you were never meant to fit in. You were designed to stand out. The truth is, imitation is easy. It does not require self-discovery, deep thinking, or courage. It only requires observation and repetition. That is why so many people choose to imitate rather than identify. They look at someone else's success and think, if I do exactly what they did, I will get exactly what they have. But this is a deception. Imitation may give you temporary results, but it will never give you long-term fulfillment. Why? Because you were not designed to live someone else's life. You were not created to walk someone else's path. You were sent to this earth with a unique assignment, and only by embracing your true identity can you fulfill it. The greatest mistake a person can make is to ignore their own potential while admiring someone else's. We live in a world where social media has made comparison a daily habit. People scroll through images of others, seeing their success, their possessions, and their achievements, and begin to feel inadequate. Instead of focusing on their own growth, they try to mirror the lives of others. They dress like them, speak like them, and even think like them. But what they fail to realize is that they are not living, they are performing. And performance is exhausting when it is not rooted in purpose. When you imitate others, you suppress the very thing that makes you valuable, your originality. Your gifts, talents, and ideas are not meant to be hidden beneath the shadow of someone else's identity. Every great leader, every innovator, every world changer understood this principle. Their power was in their uniqueness. They refused to blend in when they were born to stand out. They understood that identity is the foundation of purpose, and without it, life becomes a cycle of meaningless repetition. The danger of imitation is that it robs you of your authenticity. It makes you a duplicate when you were meant to be an original. It makes you focus on external validation rather than internal transformation. And the more you imitate, the more you lose sight of who you truly are. Understanding your identity requires effort. It requires asking hard questions. Who am I beyond what makes me different? What are my natural strengths? It requires spending time in reflection, breaking free from societal expectations, embracing your own journey. It's not about rejecting wisdom or guidance from others, but about learning how to apply it in a way that aligns with your unique design. Many people spend their entire lives imitating others, only to reach the end and realize they never truly lived. They followed trends instead of principles. They pursued approval instead of purpose. They tried to become like everyone else instead of becoming the person they were created to be. Identity is not found in competition, comparison, or imitation. It is found in self-awareness, growth, and the courage to be different. We live in a world that glorifies visibility over value, a world where people measure their worth by the number of likes, followers, and applause they receive. Many believe that being known is the same as being significant, that being seen is the same as being successful. But there is a deep deception in this mindset, because popularity does not equal purpose. Popularity is external. It is based on how many people acknowledge you. Purpose is internal. It is based on how well you fulfill your assignment. Popularity is unstable. It rises and falls with opinions, trends, and circumstances. Purpose is unshakable. It remains constant regardless of who notices. Those who chase popularity often find themselves running endlessly in circles, trying to please the crowd, trying to fit in, trying to be what others expect them to be. But those who pursue purpose walk with direction. They are not swayed by opinions because they are anchored in something deeper than applause. The danger of prioritizing popularity over purpose is that it makes you a servant to the expectations of others. It forces you to adjust your actions, your words, and even your beliefs just to remain relevant. But relevance is a moving target. One day the crowd cheers, the next day they criticize. One moment they celebrate you, the next moment they replace you. If your identity is tied to popularity, you will constantly live in fear. Fear of rejection, fear of being forgotten, fear of not being enough. Purpose, on the other hand, gives you stability. It is not determined by public opinion, but by divine intention. Purpose is the reason you exist. It is the unique assignment that you were created to fulfill. When you discover it, you no longer waste time chasing after recognition because you understand that true fulfillment comes from impact, not attention. History is filled with individuals who had to choose between purpose and popularity. Many of the greatest leaders, innovators, and change-makers were not popular in their time. In fact, some were ridiculed, rejected, and misunderstood. But they did not allow the absence of applause to stop them from fulfilling their assignment. They understood that popularity is seasonal, but purpose is eternal. One of the most dangerous temptations in life is the desire to be liked by everyone. The need for approval can be a silent prison, keeping you from stepping into your true calling. When you live for the applause of people, you become enslaved to their expectations. You say what they want to hear, you do what they want you to do, you shape your life around their opinions. But the moment you choose purpose, you break free from that prison. You begin to live with conviction rather than compromise. You start making decisions based on destiny rather than demand. The world does not need more people who crave attention. It needs more people who are committed to their assignment. More people who are willing to sacrifice being liked for the sake of being effective. More people who understand that their value is not in how many people recognize their name, but in how many lives they impact. Chasing popularity will exhaust you. It will drain you because it requires constant performance. But pursuing purpose will fulfill you. It will give your life meaning, direction, and significance that cannot be taken away by the changing opinions of people. One of the greatest enemies of personal development is comparison. It is a silent thief, robbing people of joy, confidence, and progress. It creates unnecessary pressure, fuels insecurity, and blinds individuals to their own journey. Many people are not failing in life because they lack potential, but because they are too busy looking at what someone else is doing. Instead of focusing on their own growth, they waste time measuring their progress against the achievements of others. Comparison is deceptive because it makes people feel either inferior or superior, both of which are dangerous. When you compare yourself to someone who appears to be ahead of you, you may feel discouraged, inadequate, and unworthy. You may begin to question your abilities, doubt your potential, and even consider giving up. But when you compare yourself to someone who seems to be behind you, you may develop a false sense of pride, complacency, and arrogance. Both of these extremes are distractions from what truly matters, your own growth. The truth is, no two people have the same journey. No two people have the same experiences, opportunities, or timing. Everyone has a unique path designed specifically for them. Trying to measure your progress by someone else's timeline is like planting a seed and expecting it to grow at the same speed as another plant in a different environment. Some seeds take weeks to sprout, while others take years to mature. The problem is that too many people are looking at someone else's tree while neglecting to water their own seed. Social media has made comparison worse than ever before. People spend hours scrolling through images of other people's successes, lifestyles, and achievements without realizing that they are only seeing a carefully curated highlight reel. They compare their behind-the-scenes struggles to someone else's best moments. This constant exposure to unrealistic standards creates frustration and discontentment. It makes people feel like they are not doing enough, not achieving enough, not becoming enough. But the reality is, true growth is not measured by how you compare to others. It is measured by how far you have come from where you started. The most successful people in the world are not those who spend time competing with others, but those who are committed to becoming the best version of themselves. They understand that their only competition is who they were yesterday. They wake up every day with a mindset of self-improvement, asking, how can I grow? How can I develop? How can I refine my skills, strengthen my character, and elevate my thinking? When you focus on growth, you stop worrying about what others are doing. You no longer feel the need to prove yourself to anyone. You no longer feel threatened by someone else's success because you understand that their success does not diminish your potential. Instead, you learn to celebrate others while staying committed to your own journey. Growth is a process. It requires patience, discipline, and self-awareness. It means acknowledging your weaknesses, learning from your failures, and continuously striving to be better. It means setting goals, developing new skills, and expanding your mindset. It means embracing challenges, taking risks, and stepping out of your comfort zone. Growth is not about perfection. It is about progress. It is about moving forward, even if it is one step at a time. The problem with comparison is that it focuses on external validation, while growth focuses on internal transformation. Comparison seeks approval from others, but growth seeks personal mastery. Comparison is driven by ego, but growth is driven by purpose. When you stop comparing and start growing, you shift from a mindset of scarcity to a mindset of abundance. You no longer see life as a competition, but as a journey of continuous improvement. You understand that your value is not determined by how you measure up to others, but by how well you develop what has been placed inside of you. Every individual has untapped potential, but only those who choose growth will unlock it. Those who remain trapped in comparison will always feel frustrated, unfulfilled, and behind. But those who focus on their own progress will experience real transformation, real fulfillment, and real success. The power of focusing on yourself is not about selfishness, it is about stewardship. You have been given a life, a gift, and a purpose. You cannot afford to waste it by being distracted by things that do not align with your destiny. So today, I challenge you, look within, work on yourself, develop your mind, strengthen your character, grow in wisdom, focus on your assignment. Because when you do, you will unlock the greatest version of yourself, and the world will have no choice but to take notice. Thank you.